Alpen Pharmaceuticals in association with Higher Secondary Principals Forum.
So students, now we will move on to the next problem. Okay? Now, as I have told you, let us read the problem. Rohan, Mohan and Sohan partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1:1. So, old ratio is given to you. Balance sheet as on 31st December 2017 is given then. So, mortgage loan, trade payable, capital accounts, general reserve, then asset side, factory building, equipments, investment, inventory, trade receivable, cash at bank. Then Sohan died on 1st April 2018 and the following was agreed upon. Goodwill of the firm valued at 1,20,000, factory building at 3,10,000, equipment at 1,25,000, investment 1,25,000. There was an outstanding bill for repairs not recorded in the books. Sohan's share of profit to the date of death for the year 2018 should have taken to have accrued on the same scale as in 2017, which were rupees 84,000. Sohan drawings amounted to 15,000 till the date of his death, on which interest is charged at 8% per annum. He is also allowed interest on capital and is entitled for commission. So, you are told, so when you read the problem, you get an idea. So, you have to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, and you have to prepare balance sheet of the firm. Okay? So, we will start. Yes. As I did in the previous problem, I have marked the items here because this helps you to solve the problem easily. We will start with the liability side and remember the date of death. Okay? Now, we will start on the liability side, mortgage loan not having any adjustment. So, as directly I am writing 2,75,000. Trade payable 1,35,000, no adjustment. Next one, capital accounts. So, you know, very simple, you will transfer it on the credit side, buy balance brought down, all the three accounts we have transferred. General reserve, simple adjustment, common thing, you distribute among the partners in which ratio, old ratio. 64,000 is distributed in the ratio of 2:1:1. So, this is transferred 2:1:1, correct? Then we have done liability side. Okay. Now, asset side you have factory building, I have marked. Why? Because there is an adjustment. How much is factory building? 2,85,000. Let us check the adjustment. You are given factory building is valued at 3,10,000. So, it was 2,85,000. Now, it is valued at 3,10,000. So, what is happening here? Asset is, value of asset is increasing. It is appreciated. Increase in asset is what for us? Gain. So, it is increased by how much? 25,000. Next, equipments are valued at 1,25,000. How much is equipment? 1,63,000 and it is valued at 1,25,000. So, equipments are decreasing. So, decrease in the asset, it is a loss for us. Decrease in the asset is recorded on the debit side of revaluation account. Right? Okay. Before that, one more thing. Factory building you have recorded here. Simultaneously, you also write the entry here. How much is the factory building? 2,85,000. It is appreciated. So, what is the answer? Add appreciation 3,10,000. Write it. Okay. And then you go to the next one, that is equipments. So, equipments we have seen it is decreased. So, it has come on the debit side of revaluation account. Simultaneously, you will also post here in the balance sheet. How much is the equipment? 1,63,000. Equipments are valued at 1,25,000. So, it is appreciation or depreciation? Depreciation. So, less depreciation, you get the answer 1,25,000. Done? Yes. Next one, investment. You have 1,30,000 and you are told investment is valued at 1,25,000. So, what is happening here? There is decrease in the value of investment. So, it is a loss for us. So, where it will come? It will come on the debit side how much amount? 5,000. Simultaneously also write it here, very simple. Investment you are given 1,30,000, then decrease is 5,000. So what is the answer? You get the answer 1,25,000. Okay? Yes. Next one. Here you are also given there is one outstanding bill for repairs. So still there is one bill for repairs which is outstanding, which was not recorded. So now you are going to record it. So outstanding bill, it's a liability for you. It's an obligation for you. Correct? So your one more liability is increased. It was not there earlier. So you have one more liability. So it's what for us? It's a loss for us. So outstanding bill for repairs. It was not there earlier. So now you have unrecorded liability. Okay, so when you record any liability, it's a increase in liability is what for us? It's a loss for us. How much is the amount? 8,000. And simultaneously where it will come? It will be affected in the balance sheet on which side? Liability side. So outstanding bill. Till here it is clear? Very simple. Next. You are given inventory, there is no adjustment. So as it is, it will appear in the balance sheet. So inventory, it will be 78,000. Next you are given trade receivable. Trade receivable also, there is no adjustment. It will appear as it is. Now, next is cash at bank. You might have studied in adjustment or retirement. It is very important, cash at bank. That's why I tell you students, you read the problem first, you get an idea which type of adjustments are there. Now what happens, there are two options, either you can prepare bank account separately or you can show the increase or decrease in the balance sheet itself. Now why it is important, many a time when you make the payment to the executor, correct, or if any partner has withdrawn the amount, all this has effect on which account? Bank account. Right? So there are two options, either you prepare bank account separately or you can show it in the balance sheet itself. Now why I have marked cash at bank? You have 82,000, but when you read the problem, you got an idea that partner has made drawings. When the partner makes the drawings, automatically what happens? He withdraws the amount, correct? So the amount is deducted from the bank account, right? So that's why. How we will show it? Cash at bank 82,000 less Sohan's drawing. Sohan has withdrawn. How much Sohan has withdrawn? 15,000. Correct? So that's why we have shown. That's why it is very important. You read the problem. This will give you an idea. Now, next one. When the partner he withdraws or when he makes the drawings, this will decrease what? It will decrease his capital balance and drawings are debited on the. They are debited. Correct? So it is 15,000. Now, what else is given to you? You are given Sohan drawings of 15,000 on which interest is charged. So partnership deed tells you that we have charged the interest. Correct? So this amount is charged. So it will come on which side? Debit side. You have already studied credits and debits. So two interest on drawing. Now student, it is very important. How to do the calculation? How much is the drawings? 15,000. How much is the percentage? 8%, correct? 8%, and I told you the period, very, very important. From where to where you will charge? You will charge from 1st January till 1st April because partner is there till 1st of April. So what is the answer? January, February, March. So only for 3 months. So what is your answer? Your answer comes to 300. Now, I am moving on to the very important concept. Now see students, what happens, all of us we know that death is uncertain, right? Partner who is there, that is the deceased partner, he dies in the middle of the year. Now what happens, we prepare the financial account, financial statements at the end. We prepare profit and loss account or balance sheet. Now what we do is, in case of retirement or in case of death, please listen carefully. Now for example, in this problem, your financial year starts on 1st January and partner he dies on 1st April. So he dies in the middle of the year. So what we do, all the transactions related to the deceased partner's account, right from the financial year till the date of death. It may include his interest on drawing, he is entitled for interest on salary, commission, correct? Then share of profit. All these transactions are shown in the temporary account called as profit and loss suspense account. Okay? What is profit and loss suspense account and why we show profit and loss suspense account and why not profit and loss account? Profit and loss account, it is the part of the financial statement which you prepare at the end of the year. Correct? So presently only for the temporary period, rather than showing profit and loss account, we prepare which account? Profit and loss suspense account. Okay? The question may arise, why we prepare profit and loss suspense account and why not profit and loss account? Profit and loss account, it is a part of the financial statement which is prepared at the end, and the death or the retirement, it takes place during the accounting period. So presently only for the temporary purpose we prepare this temporary account in place of profit and loss account, rather than showing the transaction in profit and loss account. All the transaction related to deceased partner, that to which transaction? Right from the financial year till the date of his death. Now which are the transaction? Like interest on drawings, interest on capital, that is only till date of death. Then next one is salary, commission, correct? These transactions are shown in which account? Profit and loss suspense account. So just like profit and loss account, it is a nominal account, correct? So you show the transaction here. Now interest on drawings, correct? So it will be transferred to profit and loss suspense account. Interest of when it is transferred, interest on drawings account to profit and loss suspense account. It's a nominal account. Okay? Debit expenses, losses, credit, income. Okay? Now next one, you are given interest on capital is allowed to Sohan. So interest on capital, as you all know, it is credited to the partner's capital account. So by interest on capital, how much is the Sohan's capital? 1,40,000. How much you are given the capital interest? 10%. And how many months you will take? Only up to the date of death, that is from January till April, January, February, March. So when you compute, you get the answer 3,500. Now as I have told you, this interest on capital is also given till date of death. Rather than showing in the profit and loss account, I am repeating again, these transactions are settled or they are shown in a temporary account. Which account? Profit and loss suspense account. It's a nominal account. Profit and loss suspense account debit to interest on capital 3,500. Okay? Then next one, you are given, he is entitled for commission. So commission credited to partner's capital account, he is entitled for it. How much is the commission? 18,000. So also commission is given till date of death. So this commission, since it is related to the deceased partner, where it will come? In this temporary account. How much it is? 18,000. Profit and loss suspense account debit to commission account. Next, we will also check whether the partner is entitled for anything else till the date of his death. So if you see here, Sohan's share of profit to the date of death for the year 2018 should be to have taken on the same scale in 2017 based on the previous year's profit. So what is the profit you are given, which was in 2017? 84,000. So how we will do it? 84,000 into what is the share? 1/4 into what is the proportionate period? 3 months. So when you do this, you get the answer. What is the answer? 5,250. And all of you have done the same type of entry in the previous problem as well as in retirement. What you have done? When the partner is entitled for share of profit, you know the entry. What is the entry? Profit and loss suspense account debit to deceased partner's capital account. So in deceased partner's capital account, how it comes? By profit and loss suspense account. Correct? And the same transaction where it will be transferred, where it will be posted, the same entry, profit and loss suspense account debit to Sohan's capital account. So if you see this account, this is a temporary account which record the transaction pertaining to deceased partner temporarily. Why I am repeating again? Because profit and loss account is prepared at the end and profit and loss suspense account is prepared temporarily because the death or the retirement it takes place during the accounting period. Can you leave the account as it is? No, you have to balance the account. Now, it's a nominal account, let us balance the account. Now, if the debit side is greater than the credit side, it is a loss. Simple. And that loss is transferred to the balance sheet on asset side. And suppose if your credit side is greater than debit side, it is a profit, it is transferred to the liability side. See, I am repeating. Very simple. If your credit side is greater than debit side, correct? It's a profit where you transfer it to the balance sheet on the liability side. And suppose if your debit side is greater than the credit side, then what happens? Then it is a loss and where it is transferred to the asset side. Now, if you check here, we have transferred all the transaction, we have taken all the transaction related to the deceased partner up to the date of death, interest on drawings, interest on capital, commission, Sohan's capital. Let us balance the account. Which side is greater? Debit side is greater. What is the difference? Difference is 26,450. So, this account shows a debit balance. Debit balance, it's a loss. And where it is transferred? It is transferred to the balance sheet on the asset side. Is it clear? If you are getting the credit balance, it will be transferred on the liability side. Okay? So, this is very important. In this problem, you have studied the most important concept, that is the profit and loss suspense account, temporary account which records the transactions pertaining to the deceased partner. Okay? And you will have also understood now how to balance it and where to transfer the amount. So, here you get the debit balance is a loss transferred to the balance sheet. If you get a credit balance, it will be transferred on the liability side. Now, one adjustment is left, that is the goodwill. Okay? Now, what is this adjustment is left? Goodwill of the firm is valued at 1,20,000. So, you are given total goodwill of the firm. So, will you take total goodwill of the firm? No. Students, you require only whose share? You require deceased partner's share. Correct? So, what is the deceased partner's share? 2:1:1 means 1/4. So, what is the goodwill? Sohan's share is 30,000. So, this 30,000 we have to adjust among the continuing partners in which ratio? In the gain ratio. How we will calculate? Gain ratio is equal to, means gain share is equal to new share minus old share. Old ratio is already there. What is the new share? You drop the share of the deceased partner. 2:1:1. When you drop the Sohan share, 2:1 is what? 2:1 is your new share, right? So, how we will do it? Gain share is equal to new share minus old share. Rohan, what is the new share? 2:1 means 2/3 minus 2/4, you get 2/12, and for Mohan also same way you have to follow. 2:1 means 1/3 minus 1/4, you get gain share 2:1. Now, what is the Sohan's goodwill? 30,000. You distribute 2:1 means 20,000 and 10,000. I hope you all have understood. What is the entry? Continuing partners account debit to whose account? To deceased partner account. So, what is the entry? Rohan's capital account debit 20,000. Mohan's capital account debit 10,000 to Sohan's capital account 30,000. So, when you post it here, correct? When you post it here, you get the answer. It's very simple. Yes. So, now we have completed all the adjustment, right? All the adjustments are done. Now, we will balance the account. First is the revaluation account. Debit side is greater. Write the same total here and the difference is the loss. Because debit side is greater. So this is 26,000 you have to distribute among all partners in which ratio in the, all the partners in which ratio you will distribute among all the partners in the old ratio. What is the ratio? 2:1:1. So your answer is for Rohan 13,000, Mohan 6,500 and Sohan 6,500. It's a loss. So it will be transferred to partners capital account to revaluation account. Correct? Now you check all the transactions, all the adjustments are done, everything is done. So let us now balance the partners capital account. So always you first, we are balancing whose account? We are balancing deceased partner's account. So who is the deceased partner here? Deceased partner is the Sohan. So let us balance it. 2,12,750. 2,12,750 same total I have written, and the difference is transferred where, my students? It is transferred to Sohan's executors loan account. Correct? So to executors loan account, what is the difference? 1,90,950. Correct? And Sohan's executors loan account, this is the amount due to him. It's an obligation. So it will come on the liability side. It's a liability for us. How much is the amount? Amount is 1,90,950. Now we will balance the remaining partners. So Rohan and Mohan. So very simple. Compare credits with the debit. So for Rohan, okay, 2,12,000. Write the same total and the difference to balance carried down 1,79,000. So Rohan's account shows the credit balance 1,79,000. Same way you will balance Mohan's account. Correct? 1,39,500. So this is the balance of the Rohan and Mohan. So where it will be transferred? Credit balance. So it will be transferred on the liability side. Simple. Rohan 1,79,000. Mohan 1,39,500. So here we have finished with all the things, and now you balance the account, you balance this, finally you get the total 9,27,450. Is it clear, students? So this is your second problem wherein I have focused more on which account? Profit and loss suspension. So now students, we will move on to the next problem, problem number 3. Okay, let us read the problem. Balance sheet of Bhavna, Priyanka and Kajal, who are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2:3:1 as on 31st March 2016. So 3 partners, old ratio is given. Next, you are given the balance sheet. Liability side you have creditors, reserve fund, capital accounts. Asset side you have patents, fixed assets, stock, sundry debtors, less PBD, profit and loss account, cash at bank. Okay? Then let us see the adjustment. Priyanka died on 1st June and the following terms are agreed upon. Priyanka's share of goodwill was valued at 54,000. Fixed assets were depreciated at 10%. Patents become valueless. Stock was taken over by Bhavna at 38,000. PBD is raised by 2,000, creditors to be reduced by 66,000. Then Priyanka's share of profit or loss up to the date of death is based on previous year's profit or loss. Entire capital of the new firm was fixed at 2 lakh to be divided equally between Bhavna and Kajal. Excess or deficit is to be adjusted in cash. Prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet of new firm. So you all got an idea what you need to prepare? We'll start. So here I have marked the items which will indicate there are adjustments. Okay students, who is the deceased partner here? Priyanka is the deceased partner, right? Old ratio is given when Priyanka dies, 1st June 2016. So let us begin. Yes. Liability side you have creditors, there is an adjustment. What is given to you? You are given creditors are reduced by 66,000, liability decreases. So decrease in liability, correct? Revaluation account, credit side. How it will come in the balance sheet? You have creditors 1,20,000, it is reduced. So less decrease 66,000, you get the answer 54,000. Next you have reserve. How much is the reserve? 1,80,000 distribute among the partners in which ratio? In the old ratio. So 1,80,000 will be distributed into ratio 2:3:1. So by reserves. Now why we have taken it on the next line? Because the account always starts with the opening balance, okay, and here you have capital account. So by balance brought down, it will appear on the first line. So that's why reserve fund is taken on the second line. Okay, so capital balances you have Bhavna, Priyanka and Kajal. By balance brought down. Okay, so liability side we have done. Yes, now we will move on to the asset side. Patents. Patents become valueless. When any asset it becomes valueless, it's a loss for us. Correct? So here patents have become valueless. So it's a loss for us, which will be debited on the revaluation account. Debit side 20,000, and any asset which becomes valueless, it will not appear in the balance sheet because it is having no value now. So it will not appear in the balance sheet. It will not be shown in the balance sheet. Next you are given fixed asset. Now what is given? Fixed assets are depreciated. So decrease in the asset, debit side 10%, 35,000. Simultaneously you will pass the entry here, fixed assets, less depreciation, you get the answer 3,15,000, right? Then next one. Next you are given stock. Now what is given to you about stock? Stock is 35,000. It is taken by Bhavna for 38,000. So there is a gain of 3,000 for us, right? Stock of 35,000 is taken for 38,000. It is taken for more. Correct? So how much is the gain? 38,000 minus 35,000, 3,000. So it is credited, right? Gain is shown here, stock 3,000, and when the asset is taken by the partner, what is the entry? Partner's capital account debit, that is Bhavna's capital account debit to stock account, because stock goes out, Bhavna is the receiver. So to stock 38,000, and now stock, will it appear in the balance sheet? No. Why? Because it is taken by the partner. Then next one. Sundry debtors you have 72,000, provisions you have 2,000. What is the adjustment given, students? You are given provisions is raised. So earlier provisions were 2,000, now it is raised by 2,000. So your provisions become 4,000. As your PBD is increasing, your debtors are decreasing. So decrease in the asset comes on the debit side, correct? Provisions were 2,000, it is increased by 2,000. As the provisions are increasing, debtors will decrease. Decrease in the debtors will come on the debit side. So to PBD 2,000. How it will come in the balance sheet? Sundry debtors are 72,000. Earlier PBD was 2,000. So now how much is the PBD? 4,000. It is raised by 2,000. So your answer comes to 68,000. Simple. The next one, profit and loss account, you have accumulated loss. So when you have accumulated losses, what you all do? You distribute among the partners. It is shown among on the debit side of the partners capital account. It is distributed in the old ratio. So how much is the amount? 7,200. Accumulated losses are shown on the debit side. So 2,400, 3,600 and 1,200, in the which ratio? 2:3:1. Next is cash at bank. I told you cash at bank you should be very careful because many adjustments are there. When you make the payment to the executor or when the drawings are made. Now here, why I have marked cash at bank? Here you are given entire capital of new firm is fixed at 2 lakh to be divided equally between Bhavna and Kajal, excess or deficit. So whether there is excess or whether there is shortage in the partner's capital account, this you come to know only at the end after entering all the adjustment. Presently we have not done all the adjustment, so can we find out excess or deficit? No. and you are told excess or deficit are adjusted in cash. So your which amount will get affected? Cash at bank. So presently we will just write cash at bank 58,000 and we will keep it as it is, because we cannot find excess or deficit right now till we complete all the adjustment. Okay. Now, so liability side we have taken, asset side we have taken the items. Now we will move on to the adjustments. Priyanka's share of goodwill was valued at 54,000. Now here, instead of giving you the total goodwill, directly you are given Priyanka's share of goodwill. So no need to again 54,000 into 3 upon 6. No need to do it. Why? Because directly you are given Priyanka's share of goodwill. And this share of goodwill you have to distribute, or you have to adjust in which ratio? Gain ratio. What is the entry? Continuing partners account debit to deceased partners account. So what is the entry? Bhavna's account debit, Kajal's account debit, to whose account? Priyanka's account. Now first you need to calculate gain ratio. Now how you calculate gain ratio? Gain ratio is new share minus old share. Now students, please be very careful here. You will not drop the share of Priyanka, and you cannot take the share new ratio as 2:1, because your new ratio is given to you. What is the hint? You are given entire capital of the new firm is fixed at 2 lakh and it is to be divided equally. So you are given new share between Bhavna and Kajal is given. That word equally indicates new ratio is 1:1. Right? So you have to take the new ratio 1:1. Don't make a mistake of taking this as 2:1. Okay? So now for Bhavna, how we will calculate? New share minus old share. So Bhavna's new share is 1:1, means 1/2, minus what is the old share? 2/6. So you get the answer 1/6. Similarly for Kajal, what is the new share? 1:1 means 1/2 minus what is the old share? 1/6. So your gain ratio is 1:2, gain share is 1:2. So how much is the goodwill? 54,000. You have to distribute in the ratio 1:2. So it comes to 18,000 and it comes to 36,000. Done. So what is the final entry for goodwill? Bhavna's capital account debit 18,000. Then Kajal's capital account debit 36,000. To Priyanka's capital account 54,000. So let us enter the here entry. So you got the entry for goodwill, right? Simple. Then next one, we have already done the second adjustment. Now third one, Priyanka's share of profit or loss up to the date of death is based on previous year's profit or loss. Now here, do you have previous year's profit? No. In this case, you have the loss. How much is the loss? 7,200. So here you have to find out share of loss. Just he is entitled for share of profit, same way share of loss is also charged from him. So how we will calculate share of loss? You have the loss 7,200. So 7,200 into 3/6 into the proportionate period. What is the proportionate period? You take the proportionate period. Okay, how much is the proportionate period from? April to June. So if you do this, you get the share of loss, and share of loss is debited to deceased partner's capital account. What is the entry when you show the share of profit? Entry is profit and loss suspense account debit to deceased partner. Here there is share of loss. So what is the entry? Deceased partner's capital account debit to profit and loss suspense account. So when you transfer it here, the entry will be to profit and loss suspense account 600. Now, what I told you, always you have to find out the balance in profit and loss suspense account. Here, you need not do profit and loss suspense account separately, because there are no other transactions, like for the deceased partner, he is not entitled for interest on capital, there is no interest on drawings, there is no salary, commission. So you need not prepare profit and loss suspense account. If you check here, when you prepare profit and loss suspense account, profit and loss suspense account, it will show credit balance of how much? 600. So if the profit and loss account, suspense account shows credit balance, it will be transferred to liabilities side, and if it shows debit balance, it will be transferred to the asset side. So in this problem, the deceased partner Priyanka is okay. For Priyanka, we have only share of loss. So there is no other transaction, only one transaction. There is a loss, share of loss. So deceased partner's capital account, that is whose account? Priyanka's capital account debit to profit and loss suspense account. So in Priyanka's capital account, it will be to profit and loss suspense account 600, and this balance 600, there is a credit balance, right, in profit and loss suspense account. So if there is a credit balance, it will be transferred to the balance sheet on the liability side. How much is the amount? 600. Okay. Then, so we have done this. Now last one, entire capital. So this adjustment we can do only after finding out the balance. So first we will balance the revaluation account. Which side is greater? Credit side is greater. Write the same total here. You get the difference 12,000. This 12,000 is revaluation profit which is transferred to partner's capital account, distributed in the old ratio 2:3:1. So partner's capital account, you get the answer. Now same will be transferred to the partner's capital account. So now students, first we will balance revaluation account. If you check which side is greater, credit side is greater. What is the total? 69,000. Write the same total 69,000 and you get here revaluation profit. How much is the revaluation profit? 12,000 transferred to partner's capital account, distributed among the partners in the old ratio. So you get the answer. Bhavna, Priyanka and Kajal 4,000, 6,000 and 2,000. Okay? We have transferred it. Now, revaluation account is done. Let us balance partner's capital account. First we will balance the deceased partner account Priyanka. Okay? Now credit side, write the same total. Difference is transferred to whose account? Priyanka's executor's account. So how much it is? 2,22,800. So Priyanka's executor's loan account, it will appear on the liability side, 2,22,800. Now, last adjustment. Now normally what we do, once all the adjustments are done, we balance the partner's capital account, we compare credit side, debit side and we find out the balance. What we usually do for Bhavna, make this total, which side is greater you write down, you find out the balancing figure and that you take it to the balance sheet. Now in this case what is given to you? In this case you are given entire capital of the firm is fixed at 2 lakh. So what these continuing partners have decided that the total capital will be 2 lakh and this capital it will be divided equally between Bhavna and Kajal. So equally means it is 1 lakh and 1 lakh. So this agreement says that in Bhavna's capital account there should be the balance should be 1 lakh because they have decided. At the same time in the Kajal's account it should be also 1 lakh. So this is your required balance in the partner's capital account as per the adjustment. So on the liabilities side, Bhavna's capital account 1 lakh because same amount to balance carried down it will appear in the balance sheet, and the Kajal's 1 lakh and the total is 2 lakh. Now what is the next thing? The last part. Next thing is your required capital is 1 lakh, but your actual capital may be different. Now how to find it out? We have studied the same adjustment in retirement. This is your actual, this is your required capital. And what is actual capital? Actual capital is, now let us say Bhavna, actual capital means capital after all the adjustment 1,08,000 plus 60,000 plus 4,000 minus 38,000 minus 2,400 minus 18,000. This is your actual capital. So if you check here, Bhavna's actual capital is 1,13,600. How you got this 1,13,600 students? Just now I have told you 1,08,000, 60,000 plus 4,000 minus this amount. So this is your actual capital, and how much is required? It is 1 lakh. So in Bhavna's account you have excess amount. So what you have to do when there is excess amount? This excess amount you have to give it back to the partner. So what is the entry? Partner's capital account debit. Partner is the receiver and the amount goes out. So entry is partner's capital account debit to bank account. Now why we have taken bank account? Because excess or deficit is adjusted in cash. Okay. So if you check here, you will find two bank account 13,600. We have excess amount which is given back to the partner. So we are making the payment. So this amount will be minus from the bank. So your answer, it comes to 44,400. Now the next partner, if you go to the next partner, that is Kajal. Now what is the required capital for the Kajal? It is 1 lakh, right? And how much is the actual capital which is there? 55,200 plus 30,000 plus 2,000 minus 1,200 minus 36,000. So if you check here, Karishma's actual capital is 50,000, means actual balance is 50,000 and required is 1 lakh. So what is happening here? Here there is deficit or there is a shortage. Shortage of how much? There is a shortage of 50,000. So when there is a shortage, who needs to bring in the capital? Partner needs to bring in the capital. So what is the entry? Bank account debit, because she brings the amount and she is the giver. So Kajal's account debit, cash or bank account debit to Kajal's capital account. Correct? Because cash or amount comes in and who is the giver? Kajal is the giver. So if you check it here, this is your deficit. Okay, deficit means she needs to bring the amount and here there was excess. So deficit means she brings the amount is brought by the Kajal. What is the entry? Bank account debit to Kajal's account. So in Kajal's account you got by bank account 50,000. This amount you have added, so you get the answer 94,100, and now your balance sheet is getting valid. Okay. So here we have covered all the adjustment, we have covered all the items from the balance sheet. Okay. So here we finish with the third problem of the 10th. So students, in today's accountancy lecture, we have explored the topic death of the partner in detail. We have studied about what do you mean by deceased partner, who are continuing partners, how to prepare executor's loan account, how to calculate amount due to the executor. We have also studied different approaches like how to calculate the share of profit to the deceased partner till the date of death, and also we have studied full-fledged problem. Okay, so here we come to an end of today's accountancy lecture. Thank you.
Prudent Scholars, powered by Lupin Pharmaceuticals.